Some warnings don't shout, they whisper, but the cost of ignoring them is always louder. In a quiet mountain town called Valmer, where the wind carried old tales like scattered paper notes, lived a young sculptor named Elias, talented, gentle, and endlessly unsure of himself. He turned stone into lifelike beauty, but he couldn't trust the small voice inside him that knew exactly who he was meant to be. Every day, Elias walked past the towering fountain he dreamed of restoring, yet never touched. Elders whispered that a heartstone lay at the fountain's core, a mythical stone that responded to the courage of its sculptor. But Elias never stepped forward. The inner voice urging him to begin felt too small compared to the loud opinions around him. One day, a visiting merchant arrived, loud, confident, charismatic, promising Elias fame if he abandoned his quirky, emotional style and sculpted something predictable and safe. Against the tug of his spirit, Elias agreed. And that's when everything shifted. The moment he began sculpting the merchant's vision, his hands became unsteady. His tools felt unfamiliar. Elias forcing a smile while carving lines he didn't believe in. The merchant hovering behind him, correcting every move. A silent, almost supernatural ripple moving through the fountain behind him. Every time Elias ignored the internal pull, that small, steady guidance, the fountain cracked a little more, like the town itself could feel his misalignment. At night, Elias dreamt of the heartstone glowing beneath the water, calling to him, but he kept waking up and choosing silence. On the day his safe sculpture was to be unveiled, a sudden tremor shook the square. Stone fragments tumbled from the fountain's edges. Water burst upward like a wounded cry. Before the crowd, the heartstone rolled out, dim and fractured. The elders gasped. The merchant stepped back, and Elias felt his chest tighten with a truth too strong to ignore, his trembling hands reaching for the broken heartstone. The inner voice, the one he kept drowning, finally thundered, "You were never meant to copy. You were made to create." Tears burning in his eyes, Elias lifted the stone, and it glowed again, brighter than before. Not because he was perfect, but because he finally said yes to himself. Elias spent weeks sculpting in the open square, not for applause, not for the merchant, not for expectations, but from a place of courage he had starved for years. The final piece? A breathtaking restoration of the fountain, crowned by a sculpture that mirrored something unmistakable. A figure listening closely, hand over heart, face lifted toward unseen guidance. The town stood in awe, and for the first time Elias felt aligned, like the world around him had exhaled. Ignoring your inner voice delays your destiny. Honoring it unlocks it. Your spirit always knows the road, long before your confidence catches up. If this story touched you, share one moment where you ignored your inner guidance and what it cost you, or share the moment you finally listen. Your comment may help someone else trust their voice again. Say this with me. Lord, help me recognize your whispers, honor the nudges you place in my heart, and choose the path you've marked for me. Strengthen my courage, sharpen my discernment, and guide me into alignment with the purpose you've written for my life. Amen.